follow the trip.
Hey, you. Yes, you. Welcome to Pillow Talk, where late night thoughts meet grown-up conversations. I'm Destinyshanee, your favorite bestie with the mic, serving real talk on love, sex, and all the confusing, messy-ish in between the sheets. Around here, we talk spicy and heal loudly. We don't fake the vibe, and we damn sure don't fake the orgasms. So curl up with your favorite tomorrow tea, close your eyes, and just listen to the sound of my voice.
The Drippy Hog Experience. Follow the trip.
Tonight's topic, it's the one that keeps you up, looking at the ceiling fan spin, texting. What are you doing when you know exactly what you're doing? Is it lust, love, or loneliness? Because let's be honest, okay? Let's just be honest. Some of us are out here catching feelings off a forehead kiss, and you know who you are. A playlist. Oh, he sent me my playlist. Oh my God, he loves me. The playlist has so many love songs in it. You not even knowing that that's the playlist of how he feels about his old girl. Or a perfectly timed good morning text. You guys go crazy over those, which is nuts. And in that moment, it feels like a soul tie, right? They're texting you, they're sending you playlists, he kissed you on the forehead. Come on now, we've watched movies and we know the sweetest forehead kiss. We know that, right? But later it starts to feel more like a trap. Later you start paying attention. Later you start getting your feelings hurt. So let's break this down. First, let's talk about lust. Lust is loud. Lust is urgent. Lust feels like need. It's the butterflies when they text you back. It's the heart racing when they pull up at 11:47 p.m. We all know that's a booty call, right? Okay. But when they pull up, they are smelling like sin and cologne or sin and perfume. Come on now, we all know that smell. That is that oochie coochie smell. That is that, you about to get this smell, right? Listen, there's nothing wrong with lust. We're human. Craving physical connection is normal. But here's the thing. Lust doesn't care about boundaries. You set boundaries. Lust does not give a damn. Lust is that friend that hypes you up to do something reckless. You know that you better hype your bestie up. Hey, you better hype your bestie up. That's what lust is doing for you. And then it ghosts you when you're left with the consequences. When you're left with the feelings. When you're left with the questions. Lust will have you mistaking chemistry for compatibility. Listen to what I said. Lust will have you mistaking chemistry for compatibility. I know, I've been there. I've lusted for years. I've been there. Now, love. Love hits different. It holds a space for you. Even when you're messy, it checks in on you when you don't text back. Love also makes you feel seen, not just touched. It's not just the way they pull your body closer. It's in the way they ask how your day really went. It's in how they handle your silence, not just your moans. Lust burns, right? Well, love builds. And don't get it twisted, love can have hella chemistry too. But the difference, love comes with clarity. You're not guessing, right? You're not overthinking. You're not replaying every little freaking message that they text you wondering, what did that mean? I'll see you later, or sweet dreams, or all right, well, that's what we can do. We can do that this weekend, or oh, I feel like that too. All those things keep you guessing. All those things have you up at night looking at your ceiling fan. All those things have you replaying in your head. What does that mean? It has you asking people. It has you asking your friends. It has you out here looking stupid. Love tells you. It shows up. It communicates. It makes you feel safe and not spun out. Okay, enough about that love. Let's talk about the sneaky one, right? What's left? We had lust. We have love. Now, that little sneaky little bastard is loneliness. And it's so sneaky because loneliness is the shape shifter of words. You know that? Loneliness is the shape shifter. It sounds like love. It feels like lust. But really, it's just a craving. Avoid that distraction that you need. Loneliness will make you reach out to someone you don't even like. Put that shit under your pillow. Say that again. Loneliness will make you reach out to someone you don't even like. Okay. So you're reaching out to someone you don't even like. Why? Because you miss the sound of your phone lighting up. Or because your bed feels too damn big at night, right? Or, the best one is, it's been a rough week and I just need a body next to me. How about that? I just don't want to sit in my loneliness. I've had a rough week. I don't want to think about everything that I've been going through, so let me just throw this body in there. Loneliness will lie to you and say, this feels so good, so it must be right. But listen, not everything that feels good is good for you, okay? We all know that. We've heard that. Our mamas, our grannies, uncles, maybe even fathers, maybe even brothers, maybe even sisters, cousins, friends. Not everything that feels good is good for you. So how do you know the difference? Let's dive into that. I'm going to give you a few real ones. If it's lust, you feel high when you're with them. But when they leave, you're empty. You're obsessed with the moments, but don't really know much about the person. You love the moments they give you, but you have no clue who that person is. You may not even know their last name, let alone their birthday, or let alone where they live, how many siblings, or anything about their parents. Guys, that's lust. If it's love, you feel grounded, seen. You're not performing. You don't feel like you have to be on all the time. You can actually rest silently in their presence. Silently. If I do not have to always be talking to you or always be listening to you, that is so wonderful. Guys, I'm a mom, so I listen to people all day, as well as my W-2. I listen to people all day. So if I can come and rest in your arms and be silent without the looks of judgment, without the sounds of judgment, without the judgment, man, that's wonderful. That is a piece of heaven for me right there. If it's loneliness, you know. Deep down, you know. I say this all the time to people. You're just scared to sit in your own silence. You're just scared to sit in your own mess. You're just scared to sit in your own head in your own life. Well, you guys need to stop being scared. You're trying to fill the space that you don't want to deal with. You're mistaking any attention for affection. Guys, that's not the same thing. Attention and affection are not the same thing just because they start with an A and end with an N. Just because they have two double letters at the beginning. That is not the same thing. Just because they have the shun at the end, T-I-O-N, yeah, the affection, the attention, yeah, the shun at the end, that is not the same thing. Stop making it be the same thing. Sit in your loneliness. Heal yourself. So here's my pillow talk challenge for you. Next time you feel that urge, stop. Stop and ask yourself, is this about them? Or is this about how I want to feel? Is this about them? Or do I want to feel like this? Because sometimes we're not craving a person at all. Guys, stop and really think about this. Stop. Just stop. You're doing more damage to yourself and especially this person. We're craving what we thought they could give us. You're craving peace. You're craving passion. You're craving an escape, validation, ego, fantasy, love. You're craving these things, so you fall into that loneliness. So then you go and get anybody. It's okay to crave those things. But when you start to name it, you stop letting it name you. For this whole time, you guys are letting it name you. You're letting this name you. Start naming what it is. Start saying, I'm lonely. Start saying, I'm lustful. Start saying, I want to be loved. I want to be in love. Start saying and start doing. Start naming it. So sit with that for a second. Is it lust, love, or loneliness? Your body might say, yes, 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 yes. But don't forget to ask your soul, what do I really need right now? What do I really need right now? Listen to that answer, because if the answer is silence, healing, or space, that's way more valid than you wanting to be lustful. Let's stop confusing intensity with intimacy. Let's stop chasing people who only show up when we feel empty. I'm going to say that one again. Let's stop chasing people who only show up when we feel empty. Guys, that's not just for sexual relationships. That is for all relationships, situationships. That is for friendships, co-workers. I have a friend who only comes around when she needs the love. She could care less about what you're doing. She could care less. And I noticed that. And I have to go back. This is not my friend. She's not my friend anymore. But I noticed that she only came around when she needed to be validated. But when I would talk to her, or she would tell me about everything, people I don't even know. But when I would tell her about something, it wasn't reciprocated. So I started to notice you're only around to be validated. I've helped this girl do so much stuff, but you're only around to be validated. Yeah, I let that go. I let it go. It was hard for me to let it go because I really did like her as a friend, because I thought that she was into my growth. Friends should be into each other's growths. When I realized that she was not into my growth, just into my mishaps, that's when I let it go. So stop chasing people who only show up when they feel empty. You deserve connection that makes you feel whole, not hollow. We'll be right back. Need a moment of calm in your chaos? Sip into your peace with Tomorrow, herbal blends for your body and rituals for your soul. Brew slow, sip deep, heal loud. Start your tomorrow today with Tomorrow. You can find Tomorrow online at TEA-Morrow, MORROW.store. Again, you can find Tomorrow online at TEA-Morrow.store. They have 3 tea lines, guys, right? It's called Wake and Bake, Wind Down, and Nightcap. And I have a favorite from each one. Wake and Bake I have is the candy apple. That is my favorite morning breakfast tea. And then when I get home, I like to take my clothes off, take off this bra, and sip something warm while I'm, cooking or while I'm relaxing. I drink the Wind Down's Drippy Hog. I'm telling you, it's fire, especially if you like that peach. And then when I'm ready to go to sleep, I'm one of the ones that I have a hard time sleeping. I get insomnia sometimes. So this tea line Nightcap, OMG, it is wonderful. The first time I took it, I couldn't even finish the cup because it was so strong. It made me go to sleep. I fell asleep in the middle of the cup. And then it was just a nice sleep to make me go to sleep. So make sure you guys go to tomorrow.store and pick up your favorite Tomorrow tea. Also, once you do that, come back to Pillow Talk. Let's talk about it. Tell me what your favorite Tomorrow tea is. So, of course, the first part of the night, we're keeping it all the way 100 because this is your favorite. This is my favorite. This is our favorite time of the night where we do Pillow Talk confessions. No masks, no games, just straight confessions, right? So this one right here is a pretty deep one. Okay, so we're talking about lust, love, or loneliness, right? This one, I believe it is anonymous because this person got really deep and really raw, okay? So I want you guys to write in, drop me an email at let's talk pillowtalk@gmail.com. Hit me up on YouTube. Drop me a line because this one is pretty deep. Alrighty, you guys ready? Like I said, one confession. It's deep. And I think most people can resonate no matter what sex you are, okay? And this is how it reads. I'm going to read it as if I am this person. Again, anonymous. There was someone I just couldn't keep off my hands. And I read that totally wrong. I am so sorry. So sorry. There was someone I just couldn't keep my hands off. Every single touch lit me up. Their scent, addictive. That smile, dangerous. And the way their hands felt on my skin, not my body. Yes, I said it right. My skin, electrifying. Here I am reading this, and it's getting me all choked up. Whew, getting me hot. Okay, I never felt anything like it before. Every message, every late night you up, my heart would race like it was trying to outrun reality. Whew, okay, right. Keep it going. Let's go. Keep it going. But deep down, I knew it wasn't love. It couldn't be. Because honestly, I was in no place to be in a situationship, let alone a relationship. I was broken and I didn't even know it. That takes a strong human being to say I was broken and I didn't even know it and mean it. I felt this. I feel this confession. Anonymous, I thank you for this confession. I feel it tonight. If you guys didn't feel that, then you do not know what it is like to take accountability and mean it. Everything in my life looked good on the outside, but inside things were unraveling. And instead of confronting that emptiness or whatever it was, I ran from it. I ran straight into this person. I wasn't looking for love, although I thought I was. But now I know I wanted a distraction. I wanted sex on my terms with a person who made me feel like me. Wild, seen, and alive. But me. Not a parent. Not a spouse. Not a brother or a sister. Or an uncle or an auntie. But just me. And let me tell you, the sex, freaking amazing. The best sex I've ever had, hands down. Even as the day I am writing this to you. The kind that makes you forget your own name. Whew, whew. Okay. I feel you. I'm right there with you. Things you wouldn't even imagine. Of course, they went and described a particular sex act to me, but I can't say that out loud on here. But just know I'm going to have to go and try it. Okay? But I can tell you guys about it a little later. Okay. Again, guys, he got me flustered. I feel sad for this person. I feel happy for this person. I feel excited for this person. I feel excited for me. But yeah, there's so many things I want to unpack here. I'm not even finished yet, but there's so many things I want to unpack here, because if you were my partner, yeah, you would be my forever. I mean, I'm just saying, sex the way I want it. Okay, so let me finish unpacking this stuff, okay? They were the first person I ever met who allowed me to be fully, unapologetically me. Oh, I do know what that's like. I know you guys know I know somebody out there can write into me and tell me exactly what that's like to be loved by somebody that loves you from the inside out. Your crazies, your mentals, your upsets, your downfalls. Because in reality, You're supposed to love the negative stuff about a person way more than you love the positive stuff. Because the positive stuff is there. It's positive. Of course, you're going to love it. But the negative stuff, that's what breaks a relationship, right? Okay. Let me finish. But here's the danger no one tells you about. This is what this anonymous is writing, okay? Strong chemistry can mimic real connection. Whew. Say that again. Strong chemistry can mimic real connection. Are you talking about me? Are you talking about me? I don't know what this person... Anonymous, write me back, because I have no clue what you're talking about. No, seriously, I'm just playing. It gives you a hit like a drug. Ooh, okay. Okay, it does. I totally agree with that. Strong, amazing chemistry is like a drug of what feels like love. Exactly. Let me read that again. It gives you a hit like a drug of what feels like love. But when the thrill slows down, when the high fades, you're left sober, staring at the truth. It wasn't love. I wasn't in love. I was in love with how they made me feel in that moment. I was more attached to the feeling than I ever was to the person. Signed, the best sexual experience of my life thus far that completely broke me. Whew. Now put that under your pillow. Whew. It gives me chills. Signed, the best sexual experience of my life thus far that completely broke me. Ooh. Gosh, that gives me chills. There is so much to unpack in this confession. First of all, it takes a strong and big person to know that you realized when you realized you were broken. You realized that you wasn't looking for love. You was looking for a distraction. You know, some of you out there may be saying, well, what's the difference between just you wanting sex? Sound like you just wanted to hook up. No, this wasn't what this story was about if you missed that. The story was about this person being broken and being lonely. And instead of dealing with their emptiness or their loneliness, they screwed it out and or messed around and found one of probably the best persons they've ever met, definitely sexually, but this person does not go into detail about any type of the relationship that they had that caused them to get to the sexual distraction in the first place, right? So I would really like to know how you got to that. Was this a one-night stand? Was this somebody you knew? I wonder, and I pose this question to you guys. Have you guys ever had the best sex of your life so far? Of course, you can answer me anonymously. You can go definitely shoot me an email because I want to know. At what age can you say, I have had the best sex in my life thus far? Again, we can't predict the future, but I'm just saying, at what age were you when you were having the best sex of your life? You know what I mean? And no, I'm not trying to throw salt in any relationships or anything like that. And hey, you're in a relationship, so you better understand that this person had a life before you. Okay? Because I definitely understand that. But yeah, that's a question. What age were you when you were having the best sex of your life? Interesting, huh? Because like I said, there's so much to unpack. Okay, you already knew when you started it wasn't a relationship, it was just a situationship. So I'm going to give you kudos on that one. You didn't know that you was broken, so you have a negative mark on that one, right? So right now you're tied at 1-1. But once you realized that you were broken, once you realized it and started Well, I guess that's the question. Once you realized it, did you start fixing it? Once you realized it, was it that you guys were already together? I understand you guys were never in a relationship. That's what I'm assuming from this, okay? Everything on the outside looked good. So I'm assuming that, everybody thought you had to put together, whether you're single, whether you're married, people thought, hey, you're happy and everything's going on. Because, of course, on the outside, you look very happy. I definitely understand that. I've been around people that I definitely thought was very happy. Single people and girlfriend, boyfriend, married people, it doesn't matter. I've been around people that I thought was very, very happy because on the outside. But on the inside, they were completely broken. Now, come on. I know it. Don't say it. That's most of all of America. No. Yeah, but again, I wasn't looking for love. I wanted a distraction. Okay. Did they know that you wanted just a distraction? Did they fall in love? Did you fall in love? You know what I mean? So many questions. But again, power and kudos to you for even admitting that you knew that there was an issue. With that person allowing you to be you, with this person allowing you to be who you are unapologetically, why not the relationship? And I understand some of you answers are because they're broken. But this person allowed you to be you. That would have allowed me space to heal, right? That would have allowed me space to go seek therapy. That would have allowed me space to do anything I needed to do healing. Because if that person is with me, that person definitely thinks that I am an amazing person as well. So see, there's a lot to unpack right there, right? The danger nobody tells you about. I love that. I love that. I love that. Strong chemistry can mimic real connection. That is so true. So we're talking about this pillow talk confession. So chemistry equals sex. So we can all be on the same page. Strong chemistry. So when you have such a great sexual connection with somebody, when it is amazing sex, it does feel like a connection. It does feel like, well, maybe this person likes you. It does feel like, well, maybe you like this person. I do think it mimics real connection. I know some people say sex makes us stronger. Is it the sex that made you stronger, or is it the fact that you consummated your real connection already? You know what I mean? For those that say sex made us stronger, sex could have also made you comfortable being in that relationship already. Strong chemistry can mimic real connection. We are talking about when you are not with this person, when you know that you are not supposed to be with this person, when you know that it is just plain sex, right? This pillow talk confession was amazing. I'm at a loss for words. I don't even know what's going on right now. I'm so at a loss for words because this one was the truth. It was so true. It was real. It was raw. And I thank you. Okay. I thank you so much. So again, if you guys want to write in on the Pillow Talk Confessions, you guys can be anonymous. You guys can say where you're from. You can say who you are. You can tell me anything about you. Just write in and talk to me. Email me. My email address is letstalk@gmail.com. I spelled out the @ because I don't want you to think it's the ampersand sign, because it's not, or the @ sign, sorry, it's not. It is the spelled out AT. So let's talk at pillowtalk@gmail.com.
The drippy hog experience. Follow the drip.
Alrighty, it's time to break it down. Let's break it down. Green flag, red flag segment. Man, I only have 2 today. I have 1 red flag and 1 green flag. What kind of mess is that? Yeah, we're gonna have to spruce that up for you guys again. I don't know what's going on, so I'll figure that out, right? All right, so time to break it down. Let's help you figure out whether you're feeling something real or just something loud. I like that. Is it real or is it just loud? Because the Pillow Talk confession, it was just loud and funky, right? Okay, so red flag. You feel anxious more than you feel assured. So what does that mean? You feel anxious more than you feel assured. Anxious because you're always asking questions. If you are in a situationship / relationship / you're doing your own thing and you keep hearing, where is this going? Or you keep having the same question in your head, where is this going? Or you're even asking, where is this going? What are the responses? I want to know some of the responses when you had that question. When you asked a person that you were intimate with and that you thought you were dating, that you were in a relationship with, but they didn't think so. I want you to answer me and let me know what was their response when you kept asking. How many times did you ask? And what was the bottom line, the finale, the outcome? Where is this going? That's the question. Where is this going? How many times did you ask that question? What was their answer? Did it sound a little something like this? Let's not ruin the vibe. Or, come on now, we're just doing us, having fun. Well, to me, that's red flag central, okay? Because not once did they give you an answer. That means to me it's going absolutely nowhere. They're just in between time, and you are just the in between time. You're just the fallback. Lust will keep y'all guessing. Love will keep you grounded. 2 G words, totally different. Lust is a guessing game. Love, you know where you stand. You're grounded. You're there. Being in a committed relationship, when I was in a committed relationship, I was asked this question. What does that look like to you? What does the commitment look like to you? Where are we going? I've asked this question and I've been asked this question. And both times I've answered it like this because when I asked it, of course I didn't get the right answer. I got the little BS answer up at the top, right? Well, my answer is, my idea of being in a committed relationship is to grow to marriage. My idea is not to sit here 15 years in this relationship not owning anything. So even if we're here 15 years and we're just sitting around la 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 la, no. Ownership. I'm a land girl. I want land and want gardens. You guys heard about my garden. And I'm going to go out there. As soon as I get off this, I'm going to go out there and play in my garden. I miss my babies today. So again, that's where I see it growing. It has to grow. We're not going to sit here and be committed and it's going nowhere. You're committing to nothing. Now, I'm not saying don't have fun, don't have your playthings. If you're not ready to commit, be honest. Let them know. I just want to have fun and hang out right now. You guys need to start accepting that. That's what y'all need to start doing for real. Accepting what they say. Listen to what they say. And stop thinking you can change their mind. Because if they wanted you in that capacity, you would be in that capacity. Think about that. You already have them in one part of the capacity, which is below their belt. If they wanted you for the entire capacity, you would be in that situation. You would be in that relationship. You would be there. That's a hard pill to swallow. There's nothing stopping you from getting what you want, from doing what you want. There may be obstacles in your way, but if they wanted you in the capacity of full time, 100%, then you would be in that capacity of full time. When you guys are having a situationship, feelings get in the way, right? They get involved. For me, I think communication is number one key. Number one key off the rip, this is what we're doing. Number one key off the rip, be real, guys. You know, if you're involved in a sexual act with somebody over and over and over again, be real. You are going to have some type of awareness. I'm not saying feelings, I love you, I can't wait to be with you, I'm going to marry you. I didn't say nothing like that. But you keep doing it because it's free. Yes, yes, yes. It feels good. Yes, yes, yes. Because you wouldn't do it. And because you can tolerate their attitudes. You can tolerate being around them for whatever time and whatever y'all do before and after the act. You can tolerate them. So if it was something a lot more, then it would be more. As far as you being able to tolerate them, again, it is feelings. They get involved. Just communicate, right? Just communicate. Green flag. Green flag. You feel safe when it's quiet. Ooh, ain't that the truth? You just don't have chemistry. You have clarity. Let me say that again. You feel safe when it's quiet. That's because it's not just chemistry. It's clarity. You talk about hard things. You define the connection. You're both emotionally present. That right there is a humongous green flag. And the green flag that's waving is a big I for intention. That's what intentional love looks like to me. It doesn't rush. It roots. I'm a gardener. It roots. I'm not saying you guys are now in a relationship. What I'm saying now is, hey, I like having sex with you. Can we continue doing this all the time? You know, as of right now, neither one of us are in relationships. I would love to continue hanging out with you. That is a conversation. That is not saying, oh, I want to be with you and I want to marry you. Let's go tomorrow. That's not saying that. That's saying is, I enjoy your sex. Listen to what the people are saying. Listen to how they're saying it. Listen to what they're not saying. That's the big one. Listen to what they're not saying. We're not doing that for some reason. And we need to start doing that. Listen to your gut. You know what it is. Alrighty, our final thoughts. Man, this was emotional, huh? This podcast had you feeling all type of hot. Man, wow. Okay. I thank you to Anonymous for sending in your story. Thank you. Blessings to you. Before we go, I want to leave you with something from the heart. There's nothing wrong with craving touch, with wanting to be seen or needing that connection. But when your loneliness starts dressing up as love, you'll start settling for sparks, forgetting all about the flame you deserve. Listen, lust will whisper to your body. Loneliness, damn sure will echo in your heart. What about love? Love speaks to your soul. Whew. Yes, it does. And if you have to guess what it is, it probably ain't that deep. You're worthy of real, of soft, of consistency. You don't have to chase that. You only have to choose you. Yeah. Okay, that was such a lot. That was a lot. But you know, that's what we do, right? Real stories, real feelings, no filters. So, if this hits home for you, go ahead and follow Pillow Talk wherever you get your podcast. Spotify, Apple, on YouTube, follow Let's Talk at Pillow Talk. And for some behind the scenes tea, you know, I don't even have it up yet. I shouldn't even say that. But in a minute, Pillow Talk on YouTube is going to have some spicy stuff. It's going to start having little clips of the shows, some of the shows that are coming up. Like, for instance, we have a show coming up. I don't know when I'm going to do this show, guys, but I'm just going to let you know we have a couple of different shows coming up, right? We have a show called The Closure Myth. Do y'all really need that? Do we really need the closure? We're going to get into that. We're going to discuss that. So if you're listening, send me some information about how you feel on the closure myth. Right? We have another show, and I love this show. So we have a couple of shows, and I'm not for sure how I'm going to formulate them yet, because some of these I want guests on, and some of these not so much. Some of these are going to have to be run back part B, because I know some guests that has already told me they want to talk about a particular topic that I've already talked about. Like, for instance, you guys heard the Sexpectations podcast? If you haven't, go check it out. It is on YouTube. Let's Talk at Pillow Talk. Man, that one, I've already had a guest say they want to run that back with me. So we will be running it back, because he says that I have missed a couple of things. So we're going to run that one back definitely and get a guy's perspective. So before we do that, make sure you guys go listen to Sexpectations. It's out now. Okay, so some other ones that I have coming up, guys. The next episode that you guys got to look out for is Love Bombed or Loved Right. Right? So, was you love bombed or were you loved right? I want to hear your stories. Send me some pillow talks. I want at least 4 pillow talks about being loved. I want 2 love bombs and I want 2 loved rights. You're asking me, what is a love bomb? Love bomb is when they shower you with wonderful things at the very beginning of the relationship, and then it fizzles out and goes nowhere, right? That's what love bombed is. And then the other one, which is very close to my heart, a topic that I get calls and talks about all the time. Sometimes I even get stopped by friends, and they ask me to do this. This one has been requested, but I don't know, guys, if I'm going to do this one with just me by myself, because I've been told that this one has to be ran backwards too. It said if you do it by yourself, you have to run this back. So let me tell you the topic, okay? You ready? Poly versus swinging. Absolutely, yes. Y'all, I have been asked for that topic even before Pillow Talk has became a thing. I helped, had another podcast in the works, and yes, it did fall through, but it was wonderful. It was going to be wonderful, and you never know, I may bring it back. But that was one of our major topics, was being polyamorous or swinging. Is it the same, or is there a difference? Interesting, right? Man, we got some really good topics. Like I said, I've had some people email me, write in. I've had friends write in. I've had friends of mine call me in the middle of the night just so her friend could talk to me and say, I want you to talk about this subject. You know, it's been fun. We've had so much fun. Matter of fact, we're going out to a performance tonight, and we're going to see if we can get some people talking about relationships at the performances. So some of the songs, some of the music, we're going to see how these artists feel about some relationship questions. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that, because that will definitely be on YouTube. Let's Talk at Pillow Talk, right? Whew. Okay, like I said, guys, this is my 6th podcast, and I'm just getting started. It only gets better from here. I'm going to have a little shaky topics. I'm going to have a little, you probably could have did something better. I want to hear it all. Send me emails. Talk to me. Tell me. Give me feedback. I love feedback. If you want to be mean, hey, be mean. I'll be mean right back if I respond. If not, then don't be mean. But yes, definitely tune in next time when we talk about love bombed or loved right. How do you know? Remember this. Your desire for connection is valid, but so is your need for clarity. Until next time, sleep soft, set your standards high, and never confuse attention for affection. I'm Destinyshanee, and this was Pillow Talk. Good night, lovers. Thanks for curling up with me tonight.